assassin, and his gay ass third skill doesn't fit him, he doesn't need it, but this guy actually benefits from it. Hmm. No, then it would be like then it would be the same as spiked carapace. Huh. How else should it be remade? Hmm. Okay, maybe when activated, creates a shield based on your life points. You already have very high strength. I mean strength gains, so you obviously will have a lot of life points. Even though you are intelligence hero, and that may be tempting for some players to pick up intelligence items, um, maybe to sustain your mana. I don't think that they'll do it. Judging from the playstyle, most likely they'll pick up just strength items and or like raw HP items. So actually making it like that won't be all that much of an issue. All in all, I think this skill seriously needs a remake. Third ability. Seraphim sacrifices his own life to protect her allies, placing a mark on a target. Okay, this is again not needed. Okay, way too many abilities which aim on preventing damage from your allies and absorbing it. Um, that's a bit forcing it, forcing the playstyle and the hero itself. Every hero should have some kind of versatility. Never be forced to have like only one playstyle, like be a medic in Team Fortress 2, like let's say, like a pocket medic in Team Fortress 2. You're not supposed to do only one thing. You can be useful by doing more things. So angelic regeneration somehow should be reworked for the effect with selfless, and I mean with the effect of retribution. Damn it! All this time I was saying selfless. What a dumbass. Sorry. And selfless needs to be reworked. Because, okay, you absorb damage. Okay, let me think about this again. Usually the best way to balance out abilities is not only synergy, not only role, but like I already said, in a team, like you can see all the flaws and see in an exact team where your like hero will actually be needed, what kind of abilities will actually be useful and how will they be useful. So yes, it will block magical damage. Yes, it will absorb damage. You will be regenerated. You do all of that burst damage to the enemy. But that's a bit too perfect, don't you think? Support heroes should never be too powerful. That's why you see heroes like Crystal Maiden, Azalor and stuff like that. They actually get nerfs instead of being left alone. Like a lot of people complain about Phantom Lancer being too strong, but when you see it, like instead of that, Keeper of the Light gets nerfed simply because the supports are what makes your carries last the game, making sure that they will reach late game and be all that powerful. Um, and making them scale way too good and be good from every stage in the game is a bit too much. Like, yes, they already are useful without items, but being too good is never a good idea in my opinion. Not to mention it, she's also a pretty hardcore burst damage dealer. With this ultimate she can do way too much damage. In my opinion, the hero needs quite a lot of tweaking. Come on, please join the stream. I want to discuss things with you. Okay, possible changes. Box of damage. Okay. Okay, let's then talk about from this about the stages of the game. Okay, let's say that you're actually going to leave a dual lane versus them, and you are left to babysit the faceless void. And the enemy actually doesn't decide to go for a tri lane. And if they go decide for a tri lane, fuck them. You're going to counter with a dual lane. Okay, if there's a hmm, if there's a shadow shaman and no, okay, if there's a tinker against you, he's probably going to go for March of the Machines. You have no actual way of dealing any kind of burst damage to him, or like disable him. So for your ally, the only useful thing you can do is prevent damage from him. Uh, hmm, you need. I think you will need to go away. I think you will need to kind of use the effect of retribution or as a base ability, because right now burst damage is for early game mainly. You deal right now no kind of burst damage early game. Since you're going to be playing as a support, oftentimes you probably will go warding, holding camps, so your level won't be all that high. Even when it's needed, um, like even the tri-lane will probably have a higher level than you if they're quite aggressive and they manage to get a few kills. So in some way you're probably going to need at least some way to help out the void to scare off. I mean, so in some way you need to help out your lane partner by scaring off the tinker, so he won't be like spamming much of the machine. He will still be fine spamming much of the machines, but he will be at least out of XP range, or at least won't be able to harass properly. Hmm.